Thank you so much for all your support. In just 3 months' time, we hit the 10,000 subscribers mark. We started Project SHIVOHAM with an intention to bring forward all the great stories about ancient India, and you have supported us. To mark this milestone, we thought of bringing forward a content that would be of great use to each and every one of you, especially between the age group of 13 to 25, because you are in the core learning phase in life. The Vedic education system. The moment you hear these words, the first thing that comes to mind is it is a curriculum for some young Brahmin kids, and it's all about how to perform the rituals in temples or some other Vedic rituals. This is a very general perception, right? But the fact of the matter is, it is a lot more than divine worship. It has many elements which are very relevant for each and every one of us in this digital age. And this short video is about one such concept. In today's world, if you want to acquire knowledge about anything, the first place that we all go is internet, social media. I watching what I want on social media is a myth. I'm getting to watch what I would mostly like on social media is the reality. It is a highly programmed and orchestrated reality. I'm not finding fault with internet or social media, but the fact of the matter is, every like, every view, every subscribe, every digital activity of mine is an input to a large number of monstrous algorithms designed to do just one thing: keep you engaged. And the second one is, today we have a huge information overload. You name it, you can find it on internet. Now how are you going to figure out what is fact and what is not? And the third is changing times. Like I said, I'm addressing 13 to 25 school or college going youngsters in this video. So what you're learning today in your school and college, the information or the knowledge that you're acquiring, how useful it would be by the time you come out of your institution, getting into a job or starting your own business. The beauty of the Vedic education system is it unequivocally focuses on why you're learning something, what you need to learn, and how you need to learn any given concept. I might sound critical, but the fact is, in Indian education system today, mostly we focus always on the what, and the why and how are left out. Now here is one very good solution for all these issues. Addressing the how part of the question, how to acquire knowledge about anything. As part of the Indian philosophy, there is something called as Pramanas. And there are 6 of them. Basically, these are 6 different techniques which you can apply in learning anything under the sun and above as well. But first let's understand what is the meaning of the word Pramana. It is a Sanskritam word which is a sandhi of 2 different words, pra and mana. Pra means forward or outward. The English word progress is cognate to the root word pra in Sanskritam. And mana means measurement. The English word mensuration is cognate to mana. So pramana means measuring or assessing the future, assuring certainty. And that's why we use the word promise, right? Promise is also cognate to the Sanskritam word pramana. Pramanas, in short, are the techniques to learn anything with its right content and intent. Now let's see what they are one by one. The first one is Pratyaksha, acquiring knowledge through self-experience. Imagine a toddler who never knew what fire is, can easily crawl up to a burning candle and try to catch it. But once it burns his fingers, he would never ever do that in his life again. Because there is a deep lesson that's learned that catching a burning candle will burn your fingers. This is acquired through a self-experience. In the learning process, we need to involve our sense organs because of a simple reason. Your sense organs often generate certain kind of an emotion, and when your emotion is attached with information, that becomes a long-term memory. Try to think about it and you'll find the sense in what I just said. And the second pramana is Anumaana, acquiring knowledge through logical conclusions. Anumaana is all about deep questioning about anything that you learn. And in the process of questioning, you derive the answers based on logical facts. For instance, take a wristwatch. Why is that a wristwatch always has a knob on the right side? Now the fact is, majority of the world's population are right-handed. So obviously they tend to wear the watch on the left hand and operate it with their right hand. So it's easy if a watch knob is placed on the right side, counting in majority of the people. So I don't know if this is actually the reason, but logically this could most likely be the reason. And Anumaana is a very important dimension of learning because it pushes you to question each and every aspect that comes your way in your life and eventually to learn from it. And the third one is Upamaana, acquiring knowledge from examples or similarities. This is pretty well known to each and every one of you. You have your examples in your textbooks, which kind of gives a simulation or a miniature version of any given concept. Imagine that I want to learn how a satellite revolves around the Earth. Now I can draw certain cues from understanding how moon revolves around the Earth because the concept is exactly the same. Now moon is something that I can visually see and understand. There comes the Pratyaksha, the first one, into action. And as a result of it, I try to derive certain similarities on how moon is revolving around the Earth and transpose that understanding towards how a satellite revolves around the Earth. And the fourth one is Arthapatti, acquiring knowledge through factual extrapolation. Here, the process of acquiring knowledge is based on presumption, but your presumption should rely on another fact. For example, there are clouds all over in the sky and wind. So now the clouds and the wind is a fact that I'm seeing right in front of my eyes. Then I presume that most likely it would rain in a couple of minutes. So I'm not really sure if it would rain or not, but I'm basing my presumption on a fact that there are clouds and wind already. The fifth one is Anupalabdi, acquiring knowledge from negative conclusion. It's quite easy to read and understand what appears right in front of our eyes, but the contrary is a bit difficult. Take a glass of water for instance. For your brain, it is very easy to understand that a glass is half filled with water, but learning the fact that the remaining half is not filled with water, that perspective or that perception is not so easy because it's not visible right in front of your eyes. So, learning through negative conclusion, or in simple terms, looking at from the other side of the table, that is Anupalabdi. The sixth and the last Pramana is Sabda, acquiring knowledge through written and spoken words. This is what all of us have been doing, learning from our teachers, elders, books, etc. Incorporating all these 6 Pramanas in your learning process makes your learning more inquisitive in nature, questioning each and every aspect from different directions. Why is it like that? Why it is not like that? What it is not? Deriving the conclusions. So you keep on questioning each and every aspect that you learn, which makes your learning more comprehensive. And most importantly, you will understand not just what you're learning, but in fact why you're learning as well. The times are changing, the needs are changing, world needs more creators than ever before. And for that, an innovative and inquisitive mindset is very essential. Now, I'm not saying Pramanas are the silver bullet that's going to solve all the problems. But we need such kind of an inquisitive learning approach to generate more and more creators and innovators who are much needed for our society today. And on that note, taking inspiration from the ancient Indian education system or the Vedic education system would definitely be a sensible choice. Uttaram yas samudrascha himadraschaiva dakshinam vasham tada bharatam nama bharati yatra samtatihi. That's what Vishnu Puranam says. It translates to the country that lies north of the ocean and south of the Himalayas is called as Bharat. The people here are the children of Bharati. Bharati here refers to Saraswati Devi. And the word Bharati comes from the Sanskrit root word bhru, which means to hold, to carry knowledge. Historically, or rather prehistorically, India has always been a country of great knowledge. And because of our inquisitive learning approach, the freedom to question anything, the freedom to question anybody, including God, with the right intention to learn and understand. And that's what made India a land of seekers. It's high time that we revive the ancient Indian education system, which is timeless and is very relevant for our digital age today. And as always, thank you for watching.